Show me the way, teach me to be strong.
Here, all right.
Help me walk with purpose when the road feels long. Pass the torch, let the light shine through. The man I am becoming started because of you. Show me the way, help me understand how a boy becomes a leader and a leader becomes a man. One generation lifting up the next. That's how we leave a legacy that stands the test. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Show me the way, teach me to be strong. Help me walk with purpose when the road feels long. Pass the torch, let the light shine through.
I'm ready.
The man I am becoming started because of you. Show me the way, help me
Welcome. As y'all just heard our new theme song, hey man, I'm gonna tell you, we over here rocking. If you rocking, we rolling. We like to give a special shout out to our engineer, our producer, for making that song, for our theme song, for making that possible. Walker Studios, check them out. We definitely appreciate that as we move forward. Today we have a distinguished guest that will be coming on momentarily. His name is Mr. Greg Hopkins. We're going to welcome him in. He's the director of the Department of Justice Services, senior policy advisor for gun prevention. He's also has done a lot of things through the state as well. DCJS, Safer Communities Juvenile Justice Program coordinator from May 2019 to July 2025, 6 years and 3 months. Then he went on to come back to the city. He's also known as the community program manager for at one time for the juvenile services for drug court. Look, he has a lot to talk about. He has a lot to bring. I'm very honored to have this gentleman on our podcast today. But before we bring him on, we want to talk about some upcoming events for the Broken Men Foundation. Please write these things down as we recap every week. This is our 4th episode this week. And also, as people know, we're in partnership with VCU. So we just closed out today for men's mental health for our new 18 to 35 young adults development skills, life skills for the mental health. Also, mark your calendars for November the 20th. No, let me back up. Let me slow down. For National Night Out on August the 4th, we'll be with Charles Willis at the Satellite 4000 Richmond Highway. We'll be grilling, laugh all loud. Come out there and get some. We'll be manning the grill, hamburgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers. Come on out there and show your love and support as we give back to the community. November the 21st, mark your calendars from 10 a.m. until everything is gone. We are in partnership with Barnes Accords. We're in partnership with Cedar Street Baptist Church, Shoot, Four Ladies Lashes, Falls Quality Designs, Reconciliation Church, Walker Studios, RVA Woodfire Pizza. Come out and enjoy the festivities as we give back to the community on that particular day, November the 21st, the weekend before Thanksgiving. This will be our 7th or 8th annual doing this now. Also, we have a upcoming, stay tuned for our partnership with AmeriCorps for job opportunities. We spoke with them yesterday as well, as that will be coming down the pike for opportunities for young men to have employment. So that will be coming up very shortly. And I'd like to leave y'all with this before I bring on Mr. Hopkins. I want y'all to remember one thing. If you do what's easy, life can be hard. If you do what's hard, life can be easy. Let that sink in. As we go to commercial break And to our sponsors and everything, we'll be back momentarily with Mr. Greg Hopkins from the city of Richmond.
You are now tuned in to the Broken Men Foundation Youth Academy podcast. This week's sponsors are 4 Ladies Lashes. Work hard, lash harder. You can visit us on the web at 4ladieslashes.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at 4ladieslashes. You should feel beautiful. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Reconciliation Church with Pastor Calvin Harris and First Lady Juanita Harris. Located at 630 East 16th Street in Richmond, Virginia. Come fellowship with us, 9:30 a.m. Sunday school, followed by 11:30 a.m. worship services. For more information, visit us on the web at reconciliationkojic.org. FOBS, Quality Signs, building relationships one customer at a time. Specializing in stop for pedestrian signs, barricade signs, roll-up signs, and much, much more. Contact us at 804-743-2091. Transformation Ministries. We are a ministry outside the church walls. Our ministry is led by Chief Executive Director, Pastor Antonio Scales. For more information, contact us today at 804-218-5926. Walker Studios. We are a recording studio located in North Chesterfield, Virginia. Established in 2009, we are a full production recording studio that offers recording, mixing, mastering, videography, and podcast recording. Contact us today at 804-404-3810 or visit us on the web at www.walkerstudios.biz. Before and after the salon, specializing in healthy hair care, natural hair, weaves, cuts, color, and everything in between. Located at 1601 Willow Lawn Drive, Suite 301E, Richmond, Virginia. Contact us at 804-353-1011 or visit our website at beforeandafterthesalon.com. Now, let's get back to the podcast.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining our podcast here at the Broken Men Foundation Youth Academy, with our special guest today, Mr. Greg Hopkins. He's the director of Justice Services for the city of Richmond. He's been known to be doing the gun prevention and just giving back for about the last 20, 25 years, if not longer. If I misspoke, then you correct me, but I'm going to tell you, to have this gentleman here, he works close. He's bringing a positive change to the city of Richmond, things that have been needed, that have been missing for a while. It's been so authentic. To have a gentleman that's so authentic that you can have a conversation with. He's going to speak the real. He's going to make sure that you're tight. He's going to make sure your paperwork is right. He's not going to just go along with anything. So that's one of the things that drew me to him. And when I saw him take this new position, I was at awe. So without further ado, we'd like to introduce you all to, once again, Mr. Greg Hopkins of the city of Richmond, the director. Thank you for being here today.
Hey, man, it's my pleasure to be here, man. Thanks for the invite, Ellery.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thanks for the invite.
Yes, sir. So I want to start off with this. It behooves me because I wonder about you a lot of times. You know what I mean? When I look at you and I see you, you're a man of few words but many words, and you sit back and you're behind the scenes all the time. So my first question to you would be, this has to be a love for you.
Absolutely.
And what made you have this purpose for this in your life? And just tell us why.
Well, Ellery, let me tell you something. You grew up in Richmond, right?
Yes, sir.
Same me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I was a young boy on 1308 St. James Street in Gilpin. And, we used to run all the time when somebody say, hope on Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know who those folks were.
Okay.
And so growing up in Richmond, man, just being involved with just community.
Okay.
And being raised in Northside Richmond, going through Hinner Park, Henderson Middle School, John Marshall High School, class of 1990. Shout out to the JM folk.
Come on, somebody.
But we like centered in Northside. You know what I mean? Northside was all I knew growing up.
Okay.
I had an opportunity, man. I tell you, because we, you know, it went for St. John Baptist Church on North Avenue to really get some ground and foundation. That
Okay.
community mean a whole lot.
Okay.
And I remember me, I guess my friends at that time, Petey, Eric, William Allen, and Tony. We used to work at South Federico's on
Okay.
Willow Lawn. Tim,
Okay,
you was
shout
there.
out.
Tim,
Yeah, okay.
Tim was there. Him
Yeah.
and his brother, High Low. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We
Sitting in the
always there,
back.
right?
Look at him smiling over there. That brought back some memories over there. Then the brother Tim, he got to shake it. Just say,
We
yeah,
was on
okay.
South Federico.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Okay.
I was there, man. We was thinking about Tim. I don't know if you was in that conversation, but Pete and I was in that conversation trying about what we're gonna do next, graduating from John Marshall.
Okay.
And it wasn't until I came home, I told my grandma what I'm doing. She was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, we're going to the National Guard." She was like, "Oh no." And so I had an opportunity to go up
Okay.
in St. John, man, and Roy West went there.
Okay.
He was
Oh,
on Deacon
really?
Roy. Yeah. Walter Kennedy was on there.
The
Walter
same-
Kennedy was the mayor at the time.
Come on now.
And so at that time, man, I didn't know who these guys was. I just knew they would work. They was at church.
Right.
Walter told my Mayor Kennedy said, "Myrtle, get that boy and tell him pack a bag and tell him don't plan on this next weekend." So he took a bunch of us.
Okay.
Ray Hood was there, God rest. So we went on a school bus.
Okay.
School bus.
Okay.
Took
Oh,
us
they
off-
used to do that back then.
Yeah, he dropped us off at Virginia State.
Come on now.
Yeah, that was my first time going to Petersburg.
Was that something like Upper Barron?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I've heard the Upper Barron
I
of
just
Virginia.
know that I
Go
had
ahead.
to get on that school bus.
Okay.
And that changed my life from that point.
Okay.
And after my senior year at Virginia State, I got hooked up with one of my professors who lived on Sherwood Park off of Brooklyn Parkway.
Okay.
And he put me down with OAR.
Okay.
And that was my introduction into the criminal justice system in the city of Richmond. I stayed there.
Okay.
Working as a probation officer. I started off at Oak Ridge Juvenile Correctional Center over on Bon Air Road.
Wow.
Bon Air, and then stayed there for 2 years, and
Okay.
then went over to juvenile court where I stayed probably about 8 years as senior probation officer.
Yes.
And that's where I learned the fundamentals. Judge Richard Taylor, Angela Roberts,
Come on, somebody.
Judge O'Donnell,
Yeah.
Ann Holton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All them folks. was
Yeah.
there.
Come on now.
Judge Audrey Franks was like one of the best judges out there.
Okay.
But they laid the foundation of why we got to do this work here in the city of
Okay.
Richmond. And from that point on, man, I got under the leadership of some good people
Okay.
doing drug court, especially Honorable Margaret Spencer. She put me out there.
Yeah. Come on now. I remember her. But she
She
ain't
put me
play.
out there because
She
she
didn't
put
play.
me out there. As,
Yeah.
I got on the Drug Court Association, became the statewide president.
Come on now. Oh, come on
And,
now. Talk a little bit about that. How was that? How was that? How was that?
Man, I'm telling you, I was drug court coordinator for the city of Richmond.
Yeah.
Juvenile court.
Okay.
And at the time, Judge
About
Ashton
12
Thompson-
years, right?
Man, it was back in 2006.
Yeah. You was there for a while. Yeah, go
And
ahead. Okay.
Judge Spencer was running drug court for the circuit court.
Yeah.
And we were heavily involved in the association. Shout out to Trina Lewis,
Okay.
who was my supervisor at the time, but still my mentor to this
Okay.
day.
Mhm.
She put me out there and said, "Greg, you need to be involved with the association." And so did Judge Spencer. It was like, "Listen, we're going to advocate." Because there was a good brother named Larry Robinson in Newport News, who was the director,
Okay.
who was the president at the time. And so he said, "Man, I need you to take on this mantle." And at that time, we were able to work with the House Courts of Justice at the time,
Okay.
at the General Assembly, to change legislation,
Okay.
the Drug Treatment Court Act. So
Okay.
you don't have to continue to go to the committee every year to take on new programs around the state.
Okay.
You can just apply strictly through the Office of Executive Secretary. So we was able to do that with the help of Judge Spencer.
Okay. So it is very detailed.
Big time.
Very detailed.
time.
So you had to pretty much. I'm hearing what you're saying. You had to be intentional.
Oh, absolutely.
You know that. You know that's the
Absolutely.
word. You know that we've been using here
Absolutely.
lately a lot. Intentional.
Intentional.
But it holds weight. So go ahead, brother.
Mhm. Big time, man. And then from that point on, man, sky's the limit. I went to be the community programs administrator for the city of Richmond,
Okay.
doing all our alternative programs for kids involved in the court.
Okay.
Left there, went to DCHS for the last 6 years.
Okay.
And, that gave me a whole helicopter view of what was going on around the state.
Okay.
And I really was able to get an urban, rural point of view of how you make the sausage,
Okay.
make the magic work on a local level.
Come
So
on,
shout out
somebody.
to some of those small towns like Pulaski.
Yeah.
I work heavily with Lee Scott Wise,
Okay.
Danville, my man Robert David be here tomorrow.
Okay.
Folks in Norfolk, Portsmouth. everybody, man.
Well, because we're going to talk about that a little bit later on the show because you're going to be here for a while. So you're going to be here for at least about another 45 minutes. So I'm definitely going to get to that because you have something else coming up this week. But right now, I want to make sure that we chime in on you and give you your flowers. But also, not only that, but I want people to understand the man, the myth, and the legend behind all these different things that's going on. Because you always said, I don't want to be in the front. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But here lately, man, you've been everywhere. You're all on TV. You're on news. You're on social media. Come on, man. I looked around one time. I called you. I said, man, do I need an autograph?
No,
like, what's going on?
No, you don't.
Yeah, but I appreciate it.
We want to tell our story, man. I'll be honest with you. Shout out to Mayor Vula, man.
Okay.
He's been intentional. Like you said that word intentional?
Yeah.
Detailed and intentional about the work that we need to do.
Shout out to the mayor. Okay.
Time. You know,
okay.
You get a chance, anybody, y'all check out that map on RVA.gov, those 7 pillars that show you where we're going.
Got you. We definitely going to do that. Also have another question for you. With that being said, also, matter of fact, we gonna look that's the next question. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna skip that and come back to that. I'm gonna wait till I don't know if brother Steve's supposed to be in a little while.
Okay,
so
cool. Shout out to Steve.
Yeah, big Steve.
Virginia State Trojan.
Absolutely. Well, you've already given us pretty much your background and different things like that. Are there any future events coming up? If so, when and where?
It's Gun Violence Awareness Month this month. So
okay.
we've been hosting a series of events specifically throughout the city, partnering with our local partners. Tomorrow and Wednesday and Thursday, we have the Community Violence Intervention Summit at Virginia Union University.
Okay.
We're at capacity. We sold out.
Who are some of the people that's coming? I mean, who are some of the people?
I got this guy named Ellery Lundy that's going to be there. That's
what they say.
Yeah, he's going to be doing the thing.
Okay.
But tomorrow we have we got Robert David coming in from Danville to talk about Project Imagine. Those who don't know Robert David, he's been around a while. He's the youth violence prevention manager for the city of Danville. But Robert and Scott Booth, I don't know if you know Scott Booth. You know Scott
I met him. Yes.
Scott Booth used to be in Richmond.
Yeah.
Richmond put out some good chiefs.
Absolutely. That's right.
So he was a chief in Danville, and him and Robert hooked up, man. They wrote like 3 different books, man. And they went around the country talking about gun violence and gang violence prevention. Okay. Scott is in Roanoke now doing his thing.
Okay.
Good brothers. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Richmond Police Department, they put out some chiefs.
Man, look, we got Drew. We got Drew down there in the Tidewater.
Man, Drew.
Chief Drew down there.
You got Venuti on VCU.
But that's right.
So you got some good, bro. Norwood up at Dulles.
Absolutely.
Some good folks in Alfred Durham in NFL.
Come on now. I'm gonna tell you, all from the city of Richmond.
Bingo.
Yeah, all from the city of Richmond. But we got to keep them here sometimes.
Shout out to this. I mean, that whatever happened on Graham Road, they must got the sauce on Graham Road.
That's right. At the end of the day, because I'm gonna tell you, I tell anybody, if you can work in the city of Richmond and be a leader here, you can be a leader anywhere.
Man, Chief Booth, we had a long conversation when I was in Roanoke, when I was at DCGS, man. He went down that whole rabbit hole. Like, Richmond is training grounds for good leaders, I'm be honest with you.
Because they have a whole different approach once they get out of this bubble and into the other circuit, and then they have to get their other, I hate to use the word buy-in, but they have to get their team on board. Because I believe that everything flows from the head. I'm always a good student of that, that everything flows from the head. Good intentions and all that flows from the head if you're trying to have something that's going to be productive. And just before you jump back in, to all our viewers out there that's checking us out, for the people that's out there right now, if you have any comments that you would like Mr. Greg Hopkins to answer, please put them in the comments and we will relay that information to him so he can give you the best information as possible with that. So, but go ahead. I didn't want to jump in.
Going back to what we were saying, we're talking about the agenda this week. We got Ann Clary coming in from Norfolk.
Wow.
Community First, formerly Rec League. They're doing the same project that we see with RVA League here. We shout out to Paul Taylor. He'll be there too.
Yes.
We have
Jerry Lee.
Jerry Lee, my man Jerry Lee, man. I can't forget Jerry Lee. Jerry Lee on the campaign too.
Yeah.
We have Dr. Mike McGee coming in from Chicago.
Yeah, that's right.
He is the emergency room doctor for the down in the hospital, man, and he's been around the country talking about gun violence prevention because he has what we call that sort of similar to what Dr. Abatanos, man. They see that stuff coming in nightly, and so he's been working with the gun violence prevention efforts here. I mean, not here in Richmond, but in Chicago.
Okay. And he'll be here. He actually is going to be on the Thursdays.
He's going to be on Thursday.
Thursday's agenda. I have
Thursday agenda, and then we got the prosecutor agenda. I mean, round table. You're going to have a Colette McKeechin.
Yes, I saw it.
And good sister down in Newport News, Miss Jones. She's coming up.
Yes.
The Commonwealth Attorney to talk about her programs, and so
Okay.
this is gonna. Man, I'm looking forward to it because we got a whole 2-day excitement, and we're
Yes.
looking at each decision point. You know, from arrest, we got law enforcement roundtable.
Yes.
A good Trojan, a good friend of mine, Chief Jenkins from Portsmouth City, will be up here.
Come on, somebody. Say VSU.
Oh, VSU.
Come
and
on
he's
now.
coming up to talk about Portsmouth United.
Okay.
They're a safer community city, man. So
Okay.
what I wanted to do is reach out to all safer community cities and say, look, we need to start coming together to really sort of talk about the efforts and the strategies that we putting together.
Okay.
And then I think Deputy Chief Elamine is going to be on that panel with him.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, it's going to be dope. I am very excited about it. And we got our awesome CAO, Mr. Odie Donald, will be opening up
Okay.
tomorrow morning. It's
Okay.
going to be
Get 'em.
dope, man. So,
Okay.
mhm.
It's gonna really be nice. I saw something the other day. I think it was yesterday. I didn't get the full details. Well, a young kid was giving them flowers.
Oh yeah,
Did you see that?
yeah.
Could
talking
you
about,
elaborate on that? Yeah.
you talking about the what was it?
The young. It was. I didn't get a chance to go into the
Was it
audio.
the podcast? The podcast?
I want to say it is
Yeah,
because he was
yeah.
standing outside and the young man had.
Oh
the
yeah,
flower.
that was a Father's Day thing.
That was the father. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Man. Shout out to all the fathers in the city of Richmond,
Yeah.
man, and that was a tribute to everybody who's what we call a public servant.
Okay.
And Mr. Donald is the top public servant of the city of Richmond, and
Okay.
they were giving him his flowers. Man.
Okay. Now I'm gonna back it up just a little bit because I know we talked a little bit about that. But what really made you all put this together for this gun violence prevention that's going to happen at VUU tomorrow and Thursday? What made you? Because in order for good products and good things to be put out, or good I'm gonna say good information to be exposed and given to the community, it has to be a thought process. So this wasn't something that just happened yesterday. How did this come about?
We started this process back in. So just to pick back up, the Office of Gun Violence Prevention has a gun violence steering committee.
Okay.
And that steering committee is sort of like our governing board for what we do and how we, what strategies and how we spend our state funding.
Okay.
One of the, I'll say, the ask for a long time to say, hey, look, can we put together a convening to talk about the work that's currently going on in the city, but we need to talk about what's happening in other jurisdictions.
Okay, that's right.
Because we start seeing some traction. Portsmouth United did some great work. Hopewell did some great work with Real Life and their GVI program. We had some good initiatives with the Rec League down with the down in Norfolk, and
Okay.
Big Homies down in Portsmouth.
Yeah, the big homies.
Then you have the Hampton Office of Youth and Young Adult Opportunities doing their Operation Ceasefire. And then with Sanithia and Newport News,
Okay.
her whole Newport News Momentum program with the Victor program. Man, it was so much stuff going on
Okay.
throughout the state.
Okay.
And we wanted to sort of have an opportunity to elevate that where everybody can come together.
Okay.
And like I said, you got Robert David from Danville coming tomorrow.
Okay.
Um,
And y'all
That-
just threw this all together. I mean, not threw
we
it,
didn't
but
go through it together, but yeah, we did.
Y'all put this
Honestly, we
thing-
did. We did throw it together because we already knew who we want and what kind of breakout sessions we wanted
absolutely.
to put together.
You
And
got
we
plenty of
wanted-
breakout sessions.
Yeah, and we wanted to make sure that everybody get, I ain't gonna say their money's worth because it's free. You know what I'm saying? But we want to
No,
make sure
that's
you
right.
spend quality time with
Yeah.
the folks in the city of Richmond
That's
and get
right.
something back. If you're going back 95 or 64, you got some, some good fruit to bring back to your locality.
It takes some time. But I want to make sure that we also give her flowers as well. Dee Dee Anderson.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, Dee Dee. She has
RPD,
really been.
shout out RPD, man.
Yeah, shout out to RPD and
Yeah.
what they're doing as well. But I just want to give you a little surprise. Do we actually have a subsidiary of the Broken Men Foundation that's up and coming in Virginia Beach?
Oh,
And they've
man.
been down there. They call it the Greater Men Foundation. So they're making traction down there as well.
What?
Shout out to
Why you telling
Dwayne
me
Lundy,
what's that? Yeah.
Derek Lundy. They actually my
Oh, they
first cousin. Yeah, they
Oh,
are.
man.
But they are rolling down there. They have been up here, brought some guys up, young men up to the General Assembly, to the floor, and they just was down there with the mayor last week.
Mhm.
So they're gaining traction down there as well. So that'll be somebody that
Chief down there, Chief Police down there is a good guy, man.
right. So I
He's a
need
really
you to
good guy.
probably make that connection for them. See, you know how you
From
make the
Cincinnati.
connection. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Okay. All right. So we'll do that. But definitely shout out to Dee Dee Anderson as well. I know she's been crunching.
I tried to
and-
get Dee Dee to come out here today. She don't like being on camera.
No, she don't like to do it. She always behind. She's definitely behind the scenes. She be like, no. Whatever you got, y'all guys, let's do it. You know,
Let
how
me
Dee
get a shout out to Dee Dee. We'll come up and give you some, the behind the scenes conversation.
Okay.
You know, RPD with DD, she's like the liaison for RHA.
Yeah.
And so on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they have meetings about, you know, what happened over the weekend in different, you know, public housing areas.
Hmm.
They do a lot of risk management in those meetings, specifically with, you know, we oftentimes see stuff on social media,
Yeah.
and you're like, man, what's going on in these communities? But you know, the work that goes on that don't get told
Come on.
happens on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays
Come
at
on.
RHA, to sort of mediate those conflicts in those communities. Man, you'd be surprised in those meetings, some of the backstories that you know led up to certain events,
Okay.
and then at the same time,
Hmm.
you know, what happened next, as far as what we do
Okay.
to, you know, make sure that don't happen again. So shout out to RHA and Miss Anderson and her team and the team at our Richmond Redevelopment House, and they're doing a good job. Theo and all those folks.
Let me ask you. So I think the victim witness is actually through the court services, but is that through y'all? Because victim
Mhm.
witness does a great thing
Oh man, let me tell
through
you,
the city of Richmond.
Sharon Sanders,
Yes,
Tammy. Oh my
yes,
God,
yes.
they would Colette McKeechin. They would the Commonwealth
Right, they
Attorney's
would come with attorneys through that. So
Right.
I mean, the victim witness. I mean, every week they're
Mhm.
meeting with victims of people survival and different things like that.
So
And
you know, their job is the tough person job, and I'm gonna give them a super shout out because they deserve the biggest shout out in the city of
absolutely,
Richmond, because anytime there's a shooting, homicide, whatever it may be,
yeah,
and there's a victim or
yes,
there's a witness,
yes,
their job is to make sure that individual, one, is safe,
yeah,
sound, and
yeah,
secure.
absolutely,
Second, they want to make sure that individual comes to court and
yeah.
testify and not necessarily be fearful of their life.
That's right.
They're the ones that's going to make sure they're removed from that environment to
Yes,
make sure that they're safe.
absolutely. That's
That
right.
job is hard. I mean,
Yes,
I'll be honest with you. I sit down,
facts.
I talk to Tammy and Sharon all the time. Shout out
Okay.
to Charles Willis, because if he smell it, he'll tell it.
Yeah.
Charles also work with them folks
Yeah,
too. But
absolutely.
man, when I tell you, I can't, like, I sat down with Sharon and Tammy, I think it was yesterday,
Okay.
because there's an issue. They needed to find ways to get individuals out
Okay.
of the city.
Okay.
And we're just always strategizing. So hopefully, you know, moving forward, you know, my thing was safer communities to sort of stand that process up. You know
All
what I
right.
mean? They're all what we call our silent heroes in the
Yeah.
city.
You talking about like RBA, safer leave for the streets and brothers and all of that, because that's definitely. I tell
Mhm.
everybody check them out. I mean, you got the young brother coming up over there at the Rock Project. He has
Oh
all
man,
the
Daryl
yeah,
Daryl
Daryl
doing his
Johnson.
thing, man. Daryl Johnson doing his
He's
thing
doing
over in
his
Jackson
thing.
Ward on Marshall Street.
Yes, yes.
And then you got Paul and the team at
That's
RJ
right.
League, Safe Street,
Absolutely,
Tuesday and Thursdays, bro.
absolutely. So you got
Workshops before jump shots.
yeah, absolutely. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. So that's what I'll tell everybody. It's
Yeah.
not just about just Broken Man Foundation over
Oh
here.
man, we got a lot
Find
of
your
partners.
niche. We have a lot of different community partners and everybody out there. So our job is to make sure that people are aware that
Bingo.
these things exist and
Bingo.
not just as they talk about, we got community 50-50 out there. We got a lot of different people that's out there
Z-Bay.
every week, Z-Bay. Everybody's just trying to do what they need to do in our community to make our community safer, for a better quality of life.
Mhm.
And that's why we're so thankful for you being at the helm.
Yeah, man,
Um,
it's been quite a journey since coming back to the city, man. I'll be honest with you, because what I tell anybody, there's a lot of growth and opportunity to
Yes.
really look at how we stand up strategies to address violent crime.
Yes.
Everybody has an idea. We talked about this when I was at DCJS.
Yeah.
And you just mentioned it. You got to stay in your lane.
That's
I
right.
mean, we have an opportunity to really do some unique programming, and we are doing it now.
Yes.
And we've seen the investments, and I do want to give a super shout out to somebody, because in 2021 we was moving out of COVID.
Mhm.
The city saw an increase in youth violence.
Yeah.
And we start seeing individuals under the age 18 getting charged with murder,
Facts.
more than we normally are accustomed to.
Right.
And so the city jumped into actions on how do we, address this. So super shout out to Eva Colin, because she came up with that We Matter RVA, and I remember sitting in
I
Senate
love it.
Finance
Okay.
at General Assembly,
Okay.
and had to do a gun violence report to the
Okay.
General Assembly for Senate
Okay.
Finance, and it was Senator Tommy Norman out of Williamsburg. He was
Okay.
like, "Why is Richmond doing a youth violence prevention program?"
There you go.
And so-
There you go. You ever take the man. There you go. Yeah, you got to sound like, but go ahead. But I understand.
Nobody got it at that time,
Right.
And so that seed that was sowed in 2021 is
Yeah.
why we see the youth violence reduction we see today.
Right.
When we start looking at investment in the next up, positive youth development,
Yes.
social emotional learning,
Yes.
getting those resource deserts
Yes.
put out there, and then strategically lining that work
Yes.
in those areas where we saw deficits.
Yes.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, when you look at the number of individuals coming into the juvenile justice system
Yeah.
today,
Yeah.
as opposed to pre-COVID,
Yeah.
reduction is like crazy. Last year we only had 71 kids on probation in the city. Right
Wow.
today we only got 23.
Wow.
So
What a
the
blessing.
exactly. So when we have to go back, when people like, Greg, I got a youth program, the youth program, we good. We could take some more.
Yeah.
But those that are unraveling, and participating in violent crime are our older adults.
You know what? Now I want to go
And
somewhere.
you kind of went ahead on the game with that. I saw what you did with the adults.
What I do? Oh yeah, yeah. We had to pivot.
You've been paying attention, Eleanor.
We had to pivot just a little bit because it was brought to us by VCU. But I do want to share one thing, and I think I'm in a good space to actually say this. And if it's too much, then you say, look, that's not the conversation for this. But I know grants are grants.
Bingo.
Okay, and they have certain jurisdictions where they're supposed to be. Where you say that's for the city of Richmond, they got this and that. But I'm gonna say it today that I believe. First of all, I'm gonna give a shout out to the chief of RPD, Edwards. I want to give him definitely a shout out because he's a star-studded guy. But let me back up just a little bit. I believe that I don't know how this could work because this is what you've been doing. This is your work. I'm just learning this over the last 12 and a half years now, but you've been doing it much longer than I have. It seems like if the city has a lane, has things that people are coming for, kids are coming from everywhere. We get kids from Caroline County, Powhatan, Amelia, Dinwiddie. I got to show you the caseload. My man, Steve Clark, he runs all of that. So I have all the print paperwork that shows where these kids come from.
Right.
But then sometimes there's some hiccups because I know we're talking about the youth.
Yeah.
And then we say, well, okay, well, if this kid is not from the city, this kid can't get this kid can't get that. But if the city would say, hey, we have something that we put in place that everybody's flocking to, and we're going to take care of this kid because he's not in this zip code, then he's not allowed to be taken care of. Can you give us an insight of what that is and why that is? And if I'm, like I said, if I'm dropping it too much, then you.
Yeah, I mean that's always been the case. It's not the city. I mean that's all over the state. You know what I mean? When you talk about funding, you're looking at tax dollars, there's specific area code.
Okay.
And that's where we have more of an opportunity with regional collaboration.
Okay.
I've seen it happen in our most rural areas when I was at DCHS.
Okay.
Northumberland County, Lancaster, all teamed up and say,
okay,
because those kids are close proximity.
Okay.
And you take, for instance, like if we're doing programming, I just put my probation hat on. If I got a young man that caught a charge in Richmond but lives in Fluvanna, and the court service unit in Richmond is going to transfer their case to Fluvanna for disposition and supervision. As it relates to programming wise, if I live in 23223 North 29th Street and I got two young men that needs programming, and I know Broken Men Foundation is, operating out of Anna Julie Cooper on the 2300 block of North 29th Street, that kid needs priority before that Goochland kid comes.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the way I see it.
Okay.
And I'm always, and if that Goochland kid is in there, then that's a conversation I have to have with Goochland County and say, hey, man, we got kids that need programming now. Might want to put a little bit more extra your dollars toward this.
That's right. Okay.
It's like buying a pizza. I'm not gonna give you all my slices.
I know that's right. I gotta ask.
You gotta put a little bit in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I see it. But I mean, I think it makes sense. But we're gonna always reserve the right to make sure our kids are in programming. Oftentimes that don't necessarily happen.
Okay. All right. So I thought that was something that we just needed to talk about because again, a lot of times you get. Let me tell you something. I received the call. We received the call the other day. I won't say I. We received the call the other day for the foundation because it's not about Ella London. It's about the Broken Men Foundation. They didn't call for Ella London. They called for the Broken Men Foundation. We got a call last week from Ohio. We got a call from Texas, and we got a call from Wisconsin.
Oh wow!
And I asked the people when they call. I actually no. Miss Spraggs answered the phone. Brought the phone to me. Transferred the line to myself. And I said, well, ma'am, I saw her. I said, well, where are you from? And one said, I'm from Texas. I said, okay. I said, do you know we're in Richmond, Virginia? They said, yes, but if it takes, we have to work out flights. or to drive up. That's what we like to do. The person in Ohio, I said, well, ma'am, did you know we're in Richmond, Virginia? She said, I know, and I think y'all about 8 hours away. So if it takes for me to bring my kid, my young man to you all, how can we work that out? So now we're looking at virtual, okay? Then the one from Wisconsin, they wanted to come and have the program and brought out there, wanted to speak to the judge. So I'm saying it's not just here. And and trust me, believe, I'm not boasting or bragging or anything, but what I'm saying is if you have something that people are buying, that want to be a part of it, how do we make these things work?
Yeah.
Is it any, it has to be something.
For you, it's easy.
Okay.
Because you're an independent entity.
Say it again. Say that one more time.
You can do what you want to do,
Come on.
Mr. Ellery. You can go from Richmond, and
Come on.
I've watched you do that. You know,
Okay.
from our first conversation. So.
Okay. Yeah. So
And,
I thought,
but
yeah.
you've navigated through that process in a matter of, I will say, 3 years.
Yes.
And for, looking at 2027, you might be in Wisconsin or, opening up a Broken Men Foundation in Baltimore.
Absolutely. And
So
we received
that's
that.
the limit. And so, that's where, the favor and, anointing come in.
Favor ain't fair,
Bingo.
but it sure ain't sweet. Look, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and my man's gonna come and join us in just a moment. He's entered the space. He's in the room. The man, the myth, the legend, as I call him. You or not, you know what he say? Yes, you. That's what he say. Coming up next is my man on the wheels of steel. He'll be joining us, Mr. Steve Clark. As we go to commercial, be great. Let's drop it.
You are now tuned in to the Broken Men Foundation Youth Academy podcast. This week's sponsors are 4 Ladies Lashes. Work hard, lash harder. You can visit us on the web at 4ladieslashes.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at 4 Ladies Lashes. You should feel beautiful. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Reconciliation Church with Pastor Calvin Harris and First Lady Juanita Harris. Located at 630 East 16th Street in Richmond, Virginia. Come fellowship with us, 9:30 a.m. Sunday school, followed by 11:30 a.m. worship services. For more information, visit us on the web at reconciliationkojic.org. FOBS, Quality Signs, building relationships one customer at a time. Specializing in stop for pedestrian signs, barricade signs, roll-up signs, and much, much more. Contact us at 804-743-2091. Transformation Ministries. We are a ministry outside the church walls. Our ministry is led by Chief Executive Director, Pastor Antonio Scales. For more information, contact us today at 804-218-5926. Walker Studios. We are a recording studio located in North Chesterfield, Virginia. Established in 2009, we are a full production recording studio that offers recording, mixing, mastering, videography, and podcast recording. Contact us today at 804-404-3810 or visit us on the web at www.walkerstudios.biz. Before and after the salon, specializing in healthy hair care, natural hair, weaves, cuts, color, and everything in between. Located at 1601 Willow Drive, Suite 301E, Richmond, Virginia. Contact us at 804-353-1011 or visit our website at beforeandafterthesalon.com. Now, let's get back to the podcast. You are now tuned in to the Broken Men Foundation Youth Academy podcast.
Welcome again. Welcome back. For the people that might be just tuning in, I'd like to let you know we have Mr. Greg Hopkins, the Director of the Department of Justice Services for the City of Richmond, as our guest speaker today. He's also a Senior Policy Advisor for Gun Violence Prevention. So if you have any questions or any concern or might have missed the first portion of this, you can always go back and check us out live on YouTube, or check us out again on Broken Men Foundation Youth Academy. Also, we have the Vice President of the Broken Men Foundation, Mr. Steve Clark, is here as well.
How y'all doing today?
Hey, baby, how you doing, Doc?
Everybody good?
Man, better than good, man. Now that you here.
Good, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
God willing.
Yeah, Facts. So we talked about it. We talked about a few things and the different programs we have coming up this week. And like we said, have Mr. Greg Hopkins. But before we jump back to Mr. Greg Hopkins, I'd like to give a shout out to the Margaret F. Turner Foundation, Community Care for the Seniors, as we are partnering with them as well. One of our mentors, Mr. Juan Turner, give him a shout out over the weekend. Myself and a few brothers, including Brother Clark, Brother B, and a few others, we were out there helping in the community with a couple of our young folks, helping the seniors. So that's a whole nother program that'll be coming as well. We call it Senior Community Care, that'll be coming at you. So if you have any seniors or anything like that, you can reach out to the Margaret F. What is it? Oh, Lord. The Margaret F. Turner Foundation. And for any information you might have, you can contact us as well at 804-477-6890, and we'll put you in contact with that. That's another one of the resources that we have in another community that we're going after as well. But once again,
if you would like to provide some sweat equity in the Margaret F. Turner Foundation, also let us know, please.
yes, Lord, because we're gonna need some help out there. Because I'm gonna tell you, out there pulling weeds and throwing bags, I'm still out there. I had to take some muscle spasms. I got home, I looked around, I said, Lord, I woke up at night, I said, good God Almighty, this ain't good God Almighty. But that's all right, we got it. But once again, look, I had to actually step off real quick, Mr. Hopkins, because you were going there and we were rattling off, so many people that's coming. I just want to make sure, because a lot of different things, like some of the topics that we're gonna have going on this week, because you actually the man, like I said, I'm gonna call you the man, the myth, the legend for the day. You actually an open ceremony and a welcome. So I encourage people to get down there to, if they don't know you, an opportunity to meet you, to hear exactly what you're about, your vision, so forth and so on. To be able to hear that from you. I know that starts exactly at 9:00, but also y'all are offering a continental breakfast from 8:30 to 9, as well as registration at 8:30 a.m. daily.
But real quick, Ellery,
Huh?
we can't take no more people.
Oh, you can't take the movie? Okay.
We at capacity, bro. I don't think you're gonna let
That's
me
it.
open up Baco Stevens, but
Okay, well look, but I'm sorry, y'all can catch us on the next one. But that's why you're glad to have you had the man here. So well, catch us next time.
We be at the multi-purpose center down
Yeah,
You'll have to.
you already know. So but look, but then you have one of the topics I saw right here is talk about Black boys don't cry out loud,
Man.
providing a voice to a muted generation. Give me a little bit of that. That's led
Man,
by
that's Robert, man. We talked Project Imagine. Robert wrote a book about that.
okay,
We had series of conversations, throughout the years
okay,
when it comes to youth violence prevention.
Okay.
And oftentimes you heard the notion that, you suck it up, boy. You don't cry. Don't.
That's
do that,
right.
And sometimes we don't necessarily regulate. Our young boys don't know how to regulate their emotions. And so I give you a prime example with this right here, this phone.
okay,
And every weekend, if I have time, my dad lives on Churchill, so anytime I go see my dad, after I leave there, I go straight to the juvenile detention center. I don't care what time it is, I'm gonna pop up. They call me boss man.
Really?
The kids call me boss man. I don't know why.
Oh, you know why they call you? You the boss. You the boss. What that?
They'll say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But anyway, we just, I love to kick it with the young boys on the pods,
Okay.
and then going to gym. But we always have these casual conversations
Okay.
about how did we get here.
Okay.
You'd be surprised if you think about. I always tell kids, what were you listening to at your time? You'd be surprised. Many of the kids listen to the same song.
Come on now. Really? Come on. Break that down. Break it down.
I know it's a handful.
Come on, break it down.
That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, it is. I already know.
Yeah.
I already know.
It's a whole different
It's
conversation.
facts. Mhm.
But it does have some contributions to the process. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And why we need to be careful of what we put in our children's head, eyes, ears, so they necessarily see, listen,
That's right.
as they move and triculate through this, their development. But with this right here, our kids spend so much time on this phone that they don't necessarily understand how to regulate emotions. Because if you look at different scrolling, you see some posts, you get upset.
Yeah.
You see another post makes you laugh.
Yeah.
You see another post that
Yeah.
makes you feel like, oh man, I like that.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you go back from all that different emotions to being mad again because you see a fight breaking out in Wickham.
Come on now.
And so think about you taking it in. You don't really know how to socially regulate your emotions.
Come on.
And imagine a kid who sticks to that for 8 hours out of the time, just all those different emotions going on. Bam,
Speak
bam,
your
bam,
plain.
bam.
That's right.
And when get in a situation where a young man is confronted about empathy, there seems to be a lack thereof when it comes to fighting.
Yeah.
And we wonder why kids are going from 0 to 10 in a matter of seconds, just because when somebody's fighting, and as soon as that person, next time you see a fight, put up a phone, it's like somebody said, lights, camera, action, it's time.
And that's
to
rolling.
on
That's
go.
right. That's right.
And we have to be good, when I say stewards of content,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes we feed this beast of what I'll say is this lack of social emotional regulation. Digital, I call it digital, sort of like digital mind control, bullying, so to speak.
Well, I'm thankful that you brought that up because we actually had the young adults in here today from the ages of 18 to 35. And one of the things I had to just put a note down, and we talk about the social emotional learning, the cognitive development, the brain, and different things like that, how it moves. So we had a lesson here today that we talking about, and I learned this through social emotional training that I received for the organization, and is a subject that we have in there. It's called Mingle to Music. So Mingle to Music. So we was actually we put our theme song on today, and we wanted them to be able to hear it. And when they heard it, they said, "Oh man, it made me feel good. It put me in a good place." I said, "So imagine if you heard certain music, and you already having a bad day, but then you put that extra energy into your brain. What do you think your day is going to be like?" So imagine the kids that's under 18, that's 13, 14, 15, that can't process that. And we have to understand what those things look like. So when we talk about the cortex of the brain, the frontal lobe, and then we talk about the limbic, the part of the brain, the emotional part. How do I detach and how do I attach myself to be able to release conflict resolution and things like that? So you are having this program this week that's gave me an all, because you also have on here where you're talking about hospital-based violence intervention programs, and I'd like for you to speak on that as well.
Absolutely. You got Errol Woods.
Okay.
Errol has been around for a minute. So Richmond's, to be honest with you, I think we were like one of the first hospital violence intervention programs in Virginia.
Got you.
But we were also one of the leading spearhead programs in the country.
Come on.
So I want to say Dr. Abatanos developed that program sort of like organically, because if you listen to his conversation about why he did it, is that he starts seeing individuals under the age 18 coming into the hospital with a gunshot wound to the leg, patch them up, they go back home.
Okay.
Next time they come in, they laying on that gurney and they dead. And so he starts seeing that over and over again with our young folk. And there was no sort of, I would say, reconnection back in society once they left the hospital. So that HPIP program is sort of was the model for the 12 that they have across the state now. Shout out to the Virginia Hospital Association statewide, because they were instrumental in advocating for like Newport News, Norfolk, Roanoke, Charlottesville, and in Prince William County, again, the hospital violence intervention program, because those programs, once that individual come into the hospital and they go on that road to recovery, that's social, they call it social determinant of health assessment that they do.
Okay, that's right.
That thing powerful. It's about 8 pages per person.
I know exactly.
At the end of the day,
yes,
he
absolutely.
gives you a blueprint of what that individual need when they walk up out there.
Yeah.
And that case managers are people who have lived experience, that have been in the same similar situation, laying in that hospital bed. They'll walk them on through that process as they get back into the community.
Okay.
Working with social services, in some cases OCWB. Shout out to Capricia OCWB, to getting those folks back into a stable society.
Okay. And that's one of the things we talked about working with VCU, because they said they didn't have a place for these young men and different things that you're saying and different things that they see.
Bridging the gap.
And then bridging the gap. And then what they do is they come back, they say a person might get shot, they might stay at the hospital. I'm just hypothetically speaking. Savings they there for 6 weeks.
Right.
And then they go back out within 2 weeks, the same person is shot again.
Bingo.
You know what I mean? So these things actually exist. I never forget when I was working at the sheriff's office. I can say it now, but when I was working at the sheriff's office, people would actually be incarcerated for 9 months, and then we had a gentleman that actually leave, and he got out, and then he threw a brick through a window, and he was just like, it was cold outside. I need to go back in where it's warm.
At the General Assembly building.
Okay, you know exactly. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know, because you swore to so many things that you can't, talk or say during that particular time, which I understand, because you're working for someone of that entity. So these things exist, and that's why I tell people stop living in the bubble, because sometimes you never know what desperate people would do when they seem like they don't have nowhere else to go. So we appreciate you for that. So also we want to talk about. I see that you have We talking about community power and gun violence prevention. We saw that. Restoring hope through action. Live, experience, collaborative. What is that really about?
Is that the one with is Paul on there?
I
Who's on
think
that
it's
one?
Dr. McGee.
Dr. McGee.
Yeah, Dr.
Oh,
McGee.
that's Dr. McGee.
Yeah,
He's
Dr.
gonna-
McGee
so,
is on
man,
it. Yeah.
that's going to be powerful.
Okay.
Dr. McGee comes from a faith. He's rooted in a faith
Okay.
background.
Okay.
And so whatever he talk about is going to be centering around your spirituality.
Okay.
But this dude's a surgeon. You know what I'm saying? Put things back together. And being in that hospital, that emergency room in Chicago, you know, to see a young man take his last breath, and then it also brings some people back to restoring their life in a trajectory where they're away from the gun violence. We always talk about, and I heard this from one of the judges down here,
Okay.
that confirmation bias kicks in real fast because we always talk about how many people got shot,
Mm-hmm.
how many people come to court.
Yeah.
We never talk about the folks who make it through
Yeah.
and do the right thing and don't come back.
Yes.
And so when I start seeing that, that level of participation decrease in the juvenile justice
Mhm.
system, it sort of gave you the hope that we can focus all day on. I give you a prime example, and it's not getting off topic. McGee.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because McGee's going to be bringing the session.
Okay.
But 2 weeks ago, we had a fight at a graduation, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
how many times did you see that fight go viral around the country?
Oh man.
Telling you.
And
Yeah.
but thinking about that opportunity that people in that crowd who didn't get a chance to walk across the stage that were valedictorians, waiting for that day,
Yeah.
to get out there to really, feel like they worked 12 years to get
And they work for it. That's right.
bingo. But the thing is, we let that one instance, that one situation take away from all the good that RPS has done throughout the year.
Facts.
We had how many graduations? How many kids graduated that day? I mean, that week actually. That we should be celebrating.
To be celebrated. That's right.
Because that's why I feature doctors, lawyers,
Absolutely.
firemen.
Directors of
yeah, man.
directors of City of
listen,
Richmond.
Chief
Service,
Edwards got
yeah.
some folks coming in
Yeah.
the academy.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So,
That's right. That's right.
I'm trying. Chief Siegel got some firemen coming out that class,
Yeah.
man. So these folks need to be celebrated.
Yeah.
Man. And,
Absolutely.
but anyway, that's that restoring hope, and that's what
Okay.
Dr. McGee gonna talk about.
That's what you're gonna bring to the brother Steve. You got anything you want to?
I was just talking about the algorithm.
Yeah, the that's right.
I always want to change it.
Yeah.
I always want to change it. And the medical piece with the hospital,
Mm-hmm.
it's the ideal of reentry without keeping just being solely around jail.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of times we say reentry from my perspective, even when we're talking about you going to get wellness for mental health.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
got to reprogram yourself. It's always a way to reprogram yourself instead of just getting stuck in the same cycle. Oftentimes in generation.
Right.
You know,
That's
my
right.
dad did it, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Or my mom's dad did it, grandpa did it. All these things that we believe are inevitable as kids.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, even with the not crying part.
Yeah.
That was generational for me.
Absolutely.
That was,
Let's just play
it was
sports.
just
Yeah.
like-
You know what I'm saying?
and it's crazy. A girl asked me the other day. She asked me where my scar came from,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I was in a car accident. I was in college.
Mhm.
Boom, boom, boom. And she had just left her section,
Okay.
and she said, "Well, Mr. Clark, did you get therapy?" I looked
Really?
at her. I said, "No."
Come on, man. That's
we ain't
real.
think about no therapy in the 90s.
Right. No, not at all.
No, we ain't think about
Because
no-
if you thought therapy, then they thought you was cuckoo, you're crazy, or
right,
you right.
right. I went
Right.
to the weight room. That
Right.
was it.
I know.
Every day.
I know that's right.
Once, my beautiful friend now, Dr. Valerie Jones, let me back into the university.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
You saw
Right.
You saw Dr. Jones too, man. I had to run in with Dr. Jones.
That's not-
Yeah. See, that, shout out to VSU again. Huh? VSU.
VSU,
You
man.
go see
VSU.
Dr. Jones, that means you're in some trouble.
Yeah,
that- Right. That's VSU.
Absolutely.
But that's what I love about us having these conversations, man. This is actually not. It's more therapeutic. It's bringing awareness to the different things that's going on out there in the communities and different things like that. I look on the paper as well when they talk about you're also going to have a. It's what it's called. Matter of fact, before I even go there, I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Drayton. I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Drayton. He's probably at He's at the hospital. He's one of our mentors that he has a little situation. He's been down for a little while. I just want to tell you, man, keep your head up. We love you, man.
Absolutely.
Miss you. See you back here soon as you go through your endeavors. But you know, the Broke Man Foundation, man, we're gonna stand with you, we're gonna rock with you till the wheels fall off. So don't you worry about anything. You continue to be great, man, because he's a great asset to what we have going on. So let me change gear. What? Yeah, absolutely.
Good to see that smile.
Absolutely. He always smiling and talking. Let me ask you, are we on over there? You see us, Brother Tim? Okay. I don't know what I got over here.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about that. But look, no, because I was looking at the I was gonna chime and see we had some folks down there were talking. So so I want to jump on this right here. Say youth at the center building pathways to peace. So give us a little bit about that. When you talk about youth at this at the
Is that
center,
the one with Dr. Lammy on it?
that is
Tramanisha?
yeah, Tramanisha, yeah, Dr. Tramanisha. Yeah, she's on that. I see my
I see
name,
somebody
so.
named Ellery Lunch.
Yeah, I see that, but give us a little bit about that. There you go.
Youth at the Center for Building Pathway for Peace is basically how we structured that positive youth development initiative that I spoke about earlier. Dr. Lammy is going to bring the conversation to how we strategically bring the work to our communities based on where we see resource deserts are
Yeah.
across the 804.
Okay.
And then leveraging that power to people like yourself
Okay.
to fill in that gap, and other community partners that are doing the work. Shout out to Don Jones. He's a John Marshall alumni.
Yes. Yes.
Coach Jones, to really sort of leverage what we outlived experience growing up in the city of Richmond
Yeah.
and being that intentional player.
Mm-hmm.
And how do we, kids, we can program kids all day. I tell
Yes.
you all the time. When I was PO in drug court, we came up with every little cognitive behavior treatment therapy program.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we'll scratch our head like, yo, why this kid cannot get it? We do a pre and post test.
Right.
He went and had about 8 doses. We did, 4 incentives of every one sanctioned. We
Yes.
did everything, But what we don't necessarily take account for is that if a kid comes to us, and this is one of the things I shout out to you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a void when it comes to that hierarchy of need. Food, clothes, and shelter.
Yeah.
I don't care how many programs you put a kid in. They
Yeah.
all, if they're missing one.
Yeah.
They're in survival mode. So in opportunity, and we see that not in just juvenile justice system, but in the adult system as well.
Yes.
Folks will go through the program just so they can complete it, to
Yes.
survive, so they get the monkey off their back.
Yes.
But they're still in crisis mode.
Correct.
Facts.
Shout out
Facts.
to I'm gonna give another shout out to Dr. Reggie Gordon's dad because of this Office of Community Health building that crisis a thriving model
Okay.
is true. If we
Okay.
put people in programs and they still come out and they're still in crisis,
Mhm.
their likelihood of them recidivating is high.
Yes.
And so if we don't give them a pathway to peace,
Yeah.
and so when a kid come to you and hey man, Daquan got to go back home, and I know there ain't no light in that house.
Absolutely.
Is it your
Absolutely.
moral obligation to say
Absolutely.
ignore that, or you got to do
Absolutely.
something?
We have to do something.
Because
Yeah.
if you do something, he's going to come back, and you're going to have his
Absolutely.
full attention.
Absolutely.
And so that's the intentionality. Going back to what we said earlier, we have
Being
to be more
intentional.
intentional when we come to just I'll say reading the room with our young folk and adults.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest things that we've seen here too, like it's nothing like seeing a kid, and I'm not glorifying this at all, but when you see a kid and we serve, because we fellowship every Thursday after we with the young men, we call it a fellowship when we eating and things like that. When they come up and we say, anybody else need anything to eat? Somebody else want something? They be like, no, I'm full, I'm straight, but can I have something to take to my sister, to my siblings, to my grandmother? Can we pack a meal? Can we take something extra home? And we look at each other like, yeah, take it. We don't want to.
Immediately.
We don't want to take and freeze it and put it away to try to act like we're gonna
Y'all
wait for
serve
next
some
week.
good food. I've been here before.
Yeah, come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Yeah, so we just want to make sure, like I said, we're intentional when we're doing those things like that. But also, you have I see that when we was talking about the other brothers that's going to be there. Also, I see some later. I see the restoring communities. Lived experience, expertise. We got Brother Paul Taylor, the lead for Safer Streets. You got Jared Lee, LaShawanda Singleton, and they can help me to help you.
Shout out to Michelle Mosby and her team.
Yeah, it look like they're going to be there as well. I see that on there. So that's actually a good thing that they'll be there on Thursdays as well. So y'all have put together a wonderful program for
we
this
don't
week.
stop Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday is not just the opportunity now. Those who got young folk that want to say something, Friday we'll be at Southside Community Service Center over on
Yes.
Southside for
Yes.
our Youth Balance Summit. where
That's
we're
run
gonna
by
be
Nicole
talking-
Jones, right? She's running.
Nicole's going to be working with us.
okay.
Yeah, she's working with us,
Okay.
her district, so she's coming through.
Okay.
But we're going to have a panel. My man Troy Catchmore with Catchmore Kids, he's coming up
Okay.
for Newport News in Hampton to talk about the program they have. But we just want to have opportunity where kids can come out, talk about things. You know,
Okay.
Teen Takeover seen the big thing, right?
That's right. That's right.
So why not
Right.
look at solutions from the kids and then talk about some of the digital bullying and how we can get these kids better prepared when the school year starts.
Absolutely.
Because that invisible bully do surface
Absolutely.
come into August. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, I'll say this when we talk about. Were you going to say something? You got
So we
something?
also got one more thing going
Go
on
ahead.
too. So
Go
we're
ahead.
hitting them on the south side and north side.
Okay.
So we partner with the Faith Community Church on Cool Lane,
Okay.
and we having a Unity Day Against Violence. That's going to be all day on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Friday. Oh, no, on Friday. Same
On the
day.
Friday, right? The same
Yeah,
day.
So we hitting them on both sides
Okay.
of the river. So.
And that's always good. Y'all are very intentional of everything that y'all are doing when it comes to that. So I'm just thankful to have you here today as we get ready to close and end out for the
We
day.
going home already, man?
Man, the time flies, man. We can actually still probably go on a little bit more, but I know Brother Walker, the engineer, the producer behind the scene, he said, "Look,
how low
I'm
can
gonna
I
roll,
go?
brother." He said, "How low can you go? I gotta go." So I'm not gonna hold him up. So just very thankful. Thank you for being here today. We appreciate
Tim
you.
former RPD, you know that.
Yeah, shout out and shout out and look and shout out to the people at RPD and shout out for having you for you being able to be here today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there you
Oh, my God.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
So we're gonna close with this. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, man, I appreciate y'all
Yeah.
for inviting me here today and
Yes.
share some, just being able to just talk about what we're doing in the city. And
Yeah.
one thing I do want to say as we close
Go ahead.
that we're doing some great work.
Yeah.
Don't want to make everybody think if you live by looking at on your like you said the algorithms, you think oh hell's breaking loose everywhere.
Correct.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's digitally programmed for us to be in that constant state of chaos.
Come on now.
But in actuality, things are really, really on the up and up. And
Okay.
again, shout out to all the folks that keep us safe for Richmond Police Department and
Okay.
our partners on the safer communities as we start looking at work that'll address some of the drivers here in the city of Richmond.
Yes.
Drivers of crime, domestic violence is a huge issue here.
Yes.
And not just in Richmond, it's all over.
It's
And
all
so
over.
we want to make sure we stand up some good work that can really talk about intimate partner violence,
Okay.
as well as work dealing with some of our older adults that's experiencing some issues related to violent crime.
So if anybody needs to get in contact with you or to look for some of these programs that be coming out, where should they look at?
Oh man, WW Pro Community Foundation. But
You so- you so-
you can go to axncs.gov. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again, please.
Ax
Okay.
ASKNCS
Okay.
at RVA.gov.
.gov. Okay. So you'll be to look at all the
Just say,
different things coming up.
Attention to me.
Okay. Brother Steve, you got anything you want to close out with?
Oh man, I'm just blessed to sit beside you.
Yeah.
Definitely a full circle moment.
Big time.
Yeah.
For
Big
us.
time. Big time. Big
Uh,
time. Big time.
Yeah.
Because we came from a great university.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, great
Come on,
university.
somebody.
Foundation. You know
Well,
what I
the
mean?
my wife came from it too, man.
Yeah, I
She-
know, man.
That's right. She understand what happened in Petersburg.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I appreciate you giving the kids a voice. Too.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah,
time, man.
facts.
We want to be able, that I learned that from you guys, man. I'll be honest with you,
Mm.
because when you do the work that you do, even in the parking lot at the church, bringing all the police together,
Come on now.
and then hanging out in Judge Hicks' courtroom,
Come
you know
on
what I'm
now.
saying?
Yeah,
So,
you've been there. You've been
man,
rocking.
Yeah, you've been
and
rock and
super
roll.
shout out to Sheriff Antoinette Irvin.
Yeah,
Sheriff
absolutely.
grew up in Churchill.
Shout
man,
out. That's
on a
right.
10-speed bike. I remember seeing her on
Yeah,
the bike.
absolutely. And I'm so thankful for her, man, because she allows us to have this space, man. I
Yeah.
tell her, man, it's not about. It's about you being intentional. It's about saying everybody serves their purpose in whatever that looks like, whatever
Mhm.
capacity.
And we definitely better together.
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
We
man.
better,
Did
you
you
know,
say that when we was in the courtroom?
yeah,
I'm better with my people.
I'm better with my people.
And so that's one of the mottos. When I saw Judge Hicks say that, man, David said that thing, it resonated with me.
Absolutely. I'm better with my people. And some people can take that to a different, or better. I'm talking about all my people,
All
Bingo.
culturally,
Yeah.
all my people.
Correct.
You know what I mean? If we doing right, then we just all doing right. So I'm just so thankful for just the opportunity to be a part of this journey, for however long, whatever it looks like. You know what I mean? For us to create new leaders and everything in the community, and just to be able to move forward. Because one time before I know how much time you got, brother. Tim? I know it's time for us
We
to go.
bang.
Okay, all right. We're gonna probably stay on this a little bit longer, but when people used to talk about silos, that was one of the biggest things when I got there. Oh, everybody working in silos, they're working in silos. And then eventually I took a look at the definition, I took a look at myself, I looked at what we was doing. And I don't believe that it's silos. I believe people are doing what they're doing at that particular point where I'm not gonna be out shooting basketball at midnight. Okay. So that's that part.
Correct.
We here intentionally on during the weekday for families, family interventions and different things like that. That's us. The Rock Project, he has the younger kids, all those kids, he has that. Transformation RVA, the men's locker room, they do 18 and 99 men. Okay. Community 50-50. She's in the community. I'm feeding these folks. I'm doing XYZ. I'm doing these things. Help me to help you. Reentry. You can't say everybody's working in silos. They're working in their lanes.
They're working in tandem.
They're working in
a prime example is what Lorraine did with Trauma Healing Response Network.
Trauma. I love Trauma Healing. Cannot shout them out. Trauma Healing Network. Yes. I'm so sorry. Yes. Love y'all. Love the support. They always support us and put us out
The
there.
work they
Yes.
do every week.
Trauma
on the
Healing.
south side of Hickory Hill.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, man. They have a lot of good work that's going on in Hickory Hill, especially with the men's group.
Yeah.
They also, and Shanice got the girls.
That's
circle.
right.
Man,
Absolutely. They're all working.
transformative work.
Absolutely.
And then they also working in tandem with Sharon
Absolutely.
and Tammy with the victim service. So when things do happen,
Yeah.
Trauma Healing Response Network jump in,
Yeah.
and they come in and do the work that we don't necessarily see a post about.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And the irony is, the people that's complaining about silos, pretty much may not have been doing the work,
Mm.
and they were excused out the door.
You going there?
I'm just saying.
You going there?
People that saying
You
that-
going there?
that they weren't doing the work.
Okay.
They excused out the door.
Okay.
They weren't trying to be partners. They weren't trying to
Absolutely.
carry the village mentality like they supposed to.
Because it's a village mentality.
And I'm just trying to tell you, man. Sometimes God just
It
tell you
is.
to go through the side.
Absolutely.
Same way you go,
We
yeah,
want you.
I mean, but the silo thing, you made a good point.
Yeah.
Is that it always boils down to your lane.
Correct.
That's
You know,
right.
we got a lot of traction and positive things that's happening.
Yeah.
And one thing I always do is focus on the positive stuff.
That's right.
Correct.
Facts.
Because if God told Lot, don't look back.
Come on now.
And so
Come on.
some
Right.
people like to look back and they don't necessarily see the progress that they're making
Absolutely.
when it comes to this work that we're doing. I watched some of the things that are happening over in Fairfield.
Okay.
That with some of our key partners
Mhm.
in working with the community. You don't
Okay.
see that a lot, especially with the life coach program that Mike and Sarah folks are doing with real life.
That's
And-
right.
and
So
they-
that's right.
They're definitely in our juvenile detention
Yeah.
center doing their life coach programs. working with our
Absolutely.
high risk, high need, hard to reach
Absolutely.
kids. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And so with this leveraging this high risk, hard to reach kids.
Yes.
That nobody want to work with Jaquan when he get out of detention.
I'm trying to
center.
tell you.
And so he got to go back
Yeah.
to Wickham. Nobody's going up there.
Absolutely.
And I've asked people, hey, this is what we doing.
Yeah.
We're not working in that
Let me
element.
tell you something.
And so we got to get those kids.
When we opened the door by the grace, working with you and working with others, and we, Henrico reached out, Chesterfield, Richmond,
Yo, man.
and we started getting it from DJJ.
Yeah.
Okay, and it was like, well, look, we need to put these kids over. So the first thing we did, we looked at each other. We can't just take the kids from XY because every kid that comes here is not challenged. So I want to let everybody know that.
Correct.
But every now and then you get a few when they come through the door. You got to put a little bit more extra, as Rick Ross would say.
You want to hear a story?
Yeah, go give me one. You got to put a little in it. Come
I
on,
was
give
at-
me a
I was
story.
at DC Jazz one day, Steve, and I got a call.
Okay.
And it was like, man, Broken Men Foundation got a kid over
Huh?
there. And he said, man,
Yeah.
them guys, they in the kid's face, man. I said,
Come on.
I said, they in the kid's face.
Yeah.
I was like, I said, is that tough love? I don't know, but I don't know if that's right. I said,
Yeah.
well, you got to let them do their thing.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
gotta do that
Thank
thing.
God. I'm glad. That's right.
They got to let them do their thing
Yeah.
because, if they're not in their face, who's going to be in their face?
That's right.
Correct.
That's right.
Because evidently, there's a void. And my thing is, if you can test it and that young man come back the next day, which they do,
Yeah.
that level of engagement means a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm thankful that you brought that up. I said I could be here long, but it's crazy because I knew. And we say it all the time. That's why we, when they talk about coming in here, going in there, I be like, no, Because if you walk past the room or you come in and we in here and you happen to see, you be like, oh my God, they go, no. We are building this kid dare to be different. We're loving on him, but there's also something that comes great out of it. Because when you tell a young man from the beginning, be like, man, I love you. When you first get there, be like, man, I love you, man, appreciate it. He just look at you. He don't say nothing, but halfway through or 4 weeks in, you be like, I love you. They be all across it. Love you too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because structure and a hug is different.
Yeah,
I mean, they move and stuff. What can I help you with? What can we do? So it's a different sauce over here. It's like, you know,
Well,
if
y'all
you either
lead
want
with it.
ragu
You lead
or you
with
want
it.
traditional.
You lead with it. You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you lead with the love, it leads with the child.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, you know, as you move into this next level of broken men working with the older population, their love goes back to the household.
Absolutely.
And so that kid and that parent was going to have that level of conversation where they can say, hey, look, we need to go back and get the recipe. And that's where we come back.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
Absolutely.
Say it ain't so. Look, we're going to be ready to chime off and get off here. But go ahead. You got something else?
Yeah, I
Come on.
was going to super
Come
shout
on.
out JJ last week. I
Oh, JJ, yeah.
JJ's interview. That one was dope. I loved it.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it. We
Gotta
look,
get
every
prepared for
week
today.
every week we trying to get better each week. We're going to get better each week. The more we come out, we're going to work the kinks out. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. But like we will always say, we here to stay the course.
Absolutely.
So in the next couple of weeks, y'all stay tuned. We got a big heavy hitter here. We got more heavy hitters coming. And we're not talking about DJ Lonnie B, but shout out to you.
Shout out
But
to Lonnie B.
but we got some people and everybody coming through. So we're so thankful for everyone. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. As we close today, always remember you don't lose, you learn. Whatever that looks like, whatever road that you take, be careful of the road that you travel. But along the road that you travel, you might see a hitchhiker that you might have to pick up. I'm not saying that that's right, but every once in a while, you have to extend your hand to help. Whatever that looks like in your life, discover your purpose, whatever your purpose is. And when you get that purpose-driven life, ask yourself if I can extend my hand to that person. Because when you leave this earth, we want to make sure that you leave a legacy and whatever that looks like. The Broken Men Foundation is just a pillar of just men, a band of brothers coming together that's just giving something tangible to some young men that might not have those necessary tools. Love your community, love your people, love your family. Take the emotions out of it. Always realize the majority of the time it's just a moment. If you can get out of that moment, whatever the situation is, if it's a bad situation, digress, slow down, pause, breathe, and move, and think about the situation. Because some people didn't take that advice, and now they have 50 years, some of them have life. So whatever that looks like, one love, one family. We're going to end with our theme song as we go out. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Peace.
Show me the way, teach me to be strong. Help me walk with purpose when the road feels long. Pass the torch, let the light shine through. The man I am becoming started because of you. Show me the way, help me understand how a boy becomes a leader and a leader becomes a man. One generation lifting up the next. That's how we leave a legacy that stands the test. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Broken Men Foundation. As the journey continues, nothing but love. Show me the way, teach me to be strong. Help me walk with purpose when the road feels long. Pass the torch, let the light shine through. The man I am becoming started because of you. Show me the way, help me understand how a boy becomes a leader and a leader becomes a man. and one generation lifting up the next. That's how we leave a legacy that stands the test. Broken men foundation. As the journey continues,